Greetings YouTube, it's P from Houston Sports Streets and Eats. We're doing the shrimp and salmon with the creamy sauce Creole style. So I got me a nice big piece of salmon. I got this from Walmart. We're just going to start off, we're going to cut it out of the package, and then we are going to cut the salmon up into strips. You know, everybody's going to get one piece of salmon and they're going to get a few shrimps as well. So we just start off, we throw this on the cutting board. You want to get a really sharp knife, and you want to just, you know, cut the salmon into strips. I would say 7 or 8 ounces a piece, and that's about 3 or 4 inches wide, like so. So just go through, cut the salmon up, and that is how you are going to start the process. So we got our salmon all cut up now, and then we start on the shrimp. So I got a bag of the extra large shrimps, and I keep the tails on, but I cut the little poo-poo line out and take the shell off, put them to the side. Cut up a thing of green onions, put them to the side. Get a bunch of parsley, cut that up, put that to the side. Now look, we got our shrimp, we got our green onions, and we got our parsley, and we have our salmon cut up. Now we want to season the shrimp. So to the shrimp, I added some paprika and some Cajun seasoning, and just stir that up and kind of set that to the side. You want to let that seasoning kind of get into them shrimps a little bit. Shrimp marinating. Now we got our garlic. Now this is a little pro tip. So I get a big thing of garlic like this, and then I pour it into a blender, and I blend it up and I pour it back in the container. I don't like all those bits and stuff when I'm cooking garlic. I want it to be blended. So blend it, pour it back in the container, and then we're gonna throw some garlic in with the shrimp and let that marinate for a little extra flavor. So okay, we got our garlic in there. We're gonna throw that, mix that around, boom. Okay, so now we're gonna get a piece of tin foil, put some nonstick spray on it, and we're gonna air fry the salmons at let me see, I believe 400 degrees for about 9 minutes a piece, and that is gonna get our salmons cooked very nicely all the way through in the air fryer. It's very easy. I'm gonna season them with some Old Bay, so go ahead, hit them up with the Old Bay, and then throw them in the air fryer. Oh, get ready to throw them in the air fryer. We got our stuff ready. We got our rice cooking over back there, and now, so we're gonna start with the sauce. We got our seafood bouillon. Okay, so we got our cream, heavy cream, right? And then we start off with a little bit of butter. Start off with some butter in your skillet, and we're gonna get our shrimp going first. So we are going to cook our shrimp through, and you know, shrimp cook very quickly. You can just kind of watch them, and once they start getting pink halfway through, which will be about, I don't know, 3 minutes, then you're just gonna flip them and go to the other side. But you want to start with the shrimp first, because the little bits that cook off from the shrimp are gonna be the base of the sauce, you know. So we're gonna start with the shrimp, and then we're gonna take the shrimp out, and then we're gonna start with the vegetables, and then we're gonna throw the liquid in, and that's gonna be our sauce. So take the shrimp out after they're cooked, start with the green onions, a little bit more butter, and you want to just start to kind of scrape that stuff that's off the bottom of the pan, and you know, the green onions will loosen it up and kind of pick it up. You just kind of move it around and get it going, and then we're going to add our seafood broth that we made from the bouillon. And I say that seafood bouillon, I believe it was lobster, but anyway, seafood or lobster, either will work. Then we just add, I would say, half of that container of heavy cream. And then, so now I added a little more Old Bay here. You know, and while you're doing this, you know, you're gonna taste it. You're gonna keep tasting it, and just kind of go along, keep tasting, go along, keep tasting. But you can see we got our nice little cream sauce kind of going, and it's looking good. We're looking real good right now. Now we hit it with a couple dabs of W sauce, and yeah, that's looking real nice. Now we put our shrimp back in. Put our shrimp back in, right? Back in the bath. You see that thing is slowly simmering. And you know what? I wanted to get it a little darker, so paprika is good. Up, and then we hit the Salt Bay with the parsley. God, I had a brain fart there. But yes, Salt Bae the parsley in there, season high, let it drop down, and you can see we're looking real nice. We're looking real nice right now. So that's slowly simmering right along. And now, remember, I took the salmon out of the air fryer, and you just flip them over after they've cooled off a little bit, and the skin will peel right off. So just pull the skin off the bottom and then throw them in the bath with the shrimps and the rest of the sauce. And you can see, I mean, this whole thing has kind of come together. You know, now you're gonna serve this. I cooked rice, but you could serve this over pasta. You could make linguine, you could make spaghetti, you know, I mean, it'll go, this stuff will go over any starch like rice or pasta, and it will be fantastic. So we're coming to the end here. You know, you don't really need to do much at this point. You know, the salmon is already cooked, the shrimp been cooked, you know, and you just want to let it all just kind of marry together, and that's it.
Sensational.